competition. Michael Pittman, a touchdown catch in that first half. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and not much went right in those first two quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Deshaun Hand. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now. Under pressure, they got him again. Levi Onwuzurike in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
In to make the stop, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, the Ravens' leading tackler in 2020. From just shy of midfield, Fields looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Detroit.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of
course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's taken to the 26. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Fields. That is caught. It's Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And the Lions took a flyer on Williams, who played 4 years with the Chargers and 2 more with the Raiders. Missed all of 2020 with a shoulder injury. Trying to get back in form. Grabs one there for a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give to Williams, running right. Open space inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Eluding the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Uses the stiff arm. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18. Flowers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Third and goal, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jackson on 1st down. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time...
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.
Get ready for an NFC North showdown. Detroit and Chicago meet for the 183rd time in a series that began back in 1930. Week 4 is headed your way. Next.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020 in his second season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert rolling to his right. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So we try. The yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On second down, Swift. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback, the former #1 overall pick of the draft, Jared Goff. Goff on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Goff. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now problems right out. The gate. We're going to get a delay. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. To throw is Fields. He'll buy some time right. Williams brings it in. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 19 carries, 91 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And some strong running. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. From the 36, Fields, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. But, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 21-0 our score after one. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Tyrell Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Pulling good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
On first down, Fields. This one taken in by Cephas. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the Bears' 12-yard line.
Second down at 4. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, if you want more kids, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Fields. Oh, The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions open the lead up to 34-0.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio that should ever be in any discussion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Chris Jones now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he converts it and cuts the lead to 35-7. here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. Back deep, Golden Tate. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. first down throw. Gone. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Goff. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 50, it's Goff. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.